Hey guys, Jen Graves here. Just doing a video for y'all. Nothing much. Having a little snack too. So I got this like yesterday. It's kind of weird. There's an ice cream hot dog place by my house. They used to just do like ice cream and then it was kind of like hamburgers and hot dogs and like, stuff like that. Stuff that was just easy to make. Then they kind of undid all that, went for an ice cream place for a little while, and then became like an ice cream hot dog place. Anyway, so this is they call it not a dog. Instead of like a hot dog, it's got like ground beef on it and pickles and cheese and mustard and stuff. It's a little weird, but it's still good. So anyway, what I wanted to do on the topic today was, I don't know, bad manners, but y'all won't be able to see any of it. So, even if my mouth is full, it'll probably just be small bites. But anyway, so what I wanted to do is this topic is what makes a great fan or a great subscriber. So, I've been on both sides of that, being a supporter of many of the different manga tubers, other people that do different stuff, video games, board games, um, action figures, pops, music. There's a bunch of different stuff, and we all like different stuff like that. And it's really cool having a channel and being able to get in conversation with anybody about anything. Weirdest one is one of my subscribers is into poetry, and she writes her own. Great, love it. And if you guys go back, I actually did one with some of my old poetry for her so she could watch it. And just one of those things that, it's kind of weird that it's not my regular content that I put out, but still good stuff to know about other people. Man, these pickles are great. I don't know why hot pickles taste good sometimes. Sometimes they don't. But anyway, so what makes a good fan? Well, there's a lot. Now, I wouldn't say commenting on everything. Sometimes that can be a little weird. I feel like show your support, drop a good word of advice or anything like that, or if it's something that you really like, though, let them know. Sit there whenever I do that, and there's some of you guys that are like super great fans that I love, because y'all won't like write me a book, but you'll write me like a paragraph telling me, man, I really like this, I like seeing that, I like that you got this series. How is it? How far have you read in it? All this other stuff that we connect and everything too. That makes a really good fan or a really good sub. So, other stuff on the agenda with that, I would say making sure that you stay up with the person. Their sub count, not their sub count, but their view count on videos and whatnot. There's some videos, I'm not gonna lie, that I've saved and I've probably watched 4 or 5, I think max is like 20 times, just because I like the content in it, I like how the person talked, all this other stuff, or if it was a music video, stuff like that. Music videos probably go up to like 100 for me on some of them, but they're really good, so being a great sub, there's those two things. You also have some other stuff as far as like if you're also a creator, you make it, you comment on it, and then likewise that person will usually become your sub or something and get into it and talk stuff with you and all this other stuff. It's really good. I like how our community does that. It's not just one-sided where a fan or whatever says something or whatever, And sometimes it gets a lot when you start having a lot of videos, kind of like I do. You guys know I'll post more than just one video at a time, most of the time. But when I do that, it's really good to know that they're all being watched. But it's also good just knowing, hey, I've watched this, good job. And sometimes just having like a good job, something that is one of those things where I'm probably not going to comment back on it, but I'll give you a thumbs up or a heart. It's really good knowing that that person still kind of cares about it and all that other stuff. I feel like I'm really bad at doing that. I usually do thumbs up, and it's kind of me agreeing with what you said in one way or another. So I would say that's kind of where I need to pick up better on. Also being a good sub, live streams, commenting, being a part of it, other stuff. Also, like wherever other media forms, which is really weird. This has happened to me a lot recently. Other media forms, there will be people that don't use YouTube as much, or they're not big on YouTube, or something like that, and they'll use another form of media to do their stuff. And I will go and try and support that person or people and do stuff on there. Most of this is usually between Twitter and Instagram with pictures. Really love it. A lot of you guys put out great content, even though the content's not a video, you know. And I mean, I like that too. I really do. So this kind of has a weird mac and cheese flavor to it too. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe hamburger helper with bread. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes into being a really good subscriber. I think being a content creator yourself helps you a lot more, knowing what to do, everything, and what you can say to people, and what's easy and what's good to know. Especially, then you kind of know, like, hey, I'm not being singled out of not being talked to, especially knowing, like, hey, I only put one word down. Sometimes I do that, and you know, you just can't get upset like, hey, this person didn't say anything to me. That's pretty good. The pickles are a little weird. Now, if you guys haven't tried orange vanilla, it is pretty good. I feel like, though, when you drink this, it kind of depends on what batch you get. I had one earlier that just tasted like Coke. I had one that tasted like vanilla Coke. One that tastes like orange Coke. We've probably bought 2 boxes of this maybe the whole time. And probably about 3/4 of it was really good. So it is really good. Kind of like a dreamsicle with Coke. Stuff like that. Sometimes it can be a little weird. I feel like earlier, one of them that I had yesterday didn't have any flavor. So, but yeah. So, just being a content creator, doing all that stuff, advice, and being able to also sit there and roll out, talk to the person, let them know what you want. One of the people asked me for another video. I was in Knucklehead with it. I just posted it a couple days ago, or yesterday, where I gave some info on one of my orders on Right Stuff. And so I couldn't post it for the longest time till I got the volume. Now, you know, if somebody wanted to mess with the order, it's all said and done with. Like, there's nothing you can do on the order anymore. Because that was like one of the last things that I got from the order. So I was able to post it. And just because one person asked me to go and do something like that and get down to the nitty gritty and everything, I was able to do that and then have other people say, hey, I really like that you did this, that you told me your process, how you go in depth with it, all this other stuff. a lot of things like that, when you ask for something specific, it makes it a lot better. Uh, Now I know some things, guys, like showing pictures in some of the books is kind of iffy, especially like for the Shueisha scare and everything else. That's something we kind of got to work around, but everything else is great for it. Um, Advice, anything else. There's a lot of different people that you can ask. A lot of different people have different styles of doing stuff, and you know, not being scared and asking advice and stuff or whatever, I think it really helps out subs as well. Helps out the content creator, because you asking a question of them is something that they might have not thought about before. I've done budgeting videos before, but not as in depth as that. Somebody, like I said, asked me before, and there was some stuff that happened in life. Like, I had some people tell a friend, like, I don't know why you buy stuff off of Amazon or eBay from individuals. Um, you should just get it from basically Barnes and Noble. It's always going to be cheaper there. You don't have to worry about it. And obviously, going through that and showing it how I do it, especially through Right Stuff, has now showed a lot of people it's a lot cheaper to get it off of Right Stuff. Not only that, there's promo codes that they put out all the time. There's deals that they have all the time. I mean, you can do different stuff like that. So diving into my content, stuff in life of people saying that, like, no, Right Stuff's not always the best, which it's not, but majority of the time it is, unless you're in a different country or something like that. And then Book Depository usually takes over. Canada, it's really good if you spend that $150 mark. Other places, you kind of have to figure out how it's going to be, because obviously there's a lot more that plays into it. But, that's another thing, I think, especially as a content creator for my subs, is taking my life experiences and rolling it into my videos. Some stuff we can talk about, some stuff it's a little more on edge and uneasy for me to get into, or for me to get into for you guys, because some people, have passed and whatnot. So, like I said, though, a lot of it is really good to know, to find out, and just to watch and enjoy. So, anyway, that is gonna be it for this video. I hope you will continue to watch, subscribe, everything else. Jump in. I need to fix my description. That's my next thing, so stay tuned for all that stuff. There's two different organizations that I want to shout out. The Long Hairs, as you know, me and Aloha Lee support them. Long Hairs, make sure that when you cut your hair or whatever, that all of it goes, or everybody's goes to a child of cancer that doesn't have hair or anything, which is great. All their products are really good. Some of it you got to avoid because you'll look like Aloha Lee, and nobody can take Aloha Lee's style, so don't play second fiddle to him. But there's a lot of other cool stuff they have. I wore one at work the other day, and when I did kettle corn, and it was really good. It held my hair back pretty good. I just gotta wait for it to get a little longer so I can tie it back. I'm like right there, so I just need like maybe a little bit longer and we'll have it. And then the second one is the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. If you know about that, it was a girl that was different. Everything basically, I would say, was attacked, and so that is something that I got from another manga tuber I was watching. I think it's, I'm gonna get one part of it off. I think it is Metalhead Reacts, though. Metalhead Reacts is a really cool guy. I just started watching him like a week ago, and already, like, I love his content. He reviews a lot of metal-ish songs and some other stuff. So it is really cool doing that. He supports this foundation. That's how I found out about it. And you know, it was, she had stuff happen to her because she is different, you know, reacting to the whole liking metal music or whatever. And I would like to take that and extend it out from even there, because we're all a little different in a different way or whatever. People that like superheroes or buy action figures still, even though, you know, we're older than what's on the label. Reading manga, watching anime, all that other stuff, we're all different. Anything like that could have happened to anybody. You know, and people get looked down upon or said that you're a pervert because you like this, because people don't understand. And that is why I really like finding out about the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, um, because it was somebody that had a different lifestyle than what these other people accepted. And you know, this is something that I feel like a lot of us need to come together on the fact that, hey, everybody's got a different kink or whatever that makes them different. I mean, we're all sitting here as manga tubers, you know, anime tubers, book tubers, or whatever, and not everybody accepts that. You know, I'm sure everybody's had a troll or something at one point, and I mean, you know, those people just doesn't really matter. So you have everybody else in the community backing you, as well as hopefully now seeing that there's all this other stuff that you can support a lot of other things and still inadvertently support yourself, you know. So like I said, if you like metal, finding about new songs or whatever, hop over and check out Metalhead Reviews. Drop him a comment, you know, if you want to tell him where you got it and that I'm one of his big fans now, that you can do that too. um, you know, he's a really cool guy. um, I like the passion that he puts into it and going out of his way to talk about some of those songs, because some of them you don't know the meaning or you're not going to look it up, you know, because it's too weird. And I mean, I really like it. So hopefully you will go check out, subscribe to, or check out and support the Long Hairs. Check out and support the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. And, you know, hopefully there will be some more I can throw in the pot at some point and let you guys become a part of that as well. So, anyway, I will catch you guys later. I have to finish doing some dishes, not a lot, but have some pitchers that we've been making fruit water in. I have to clean those out. Kind of a pain in the ass because my hand is way too big for these mugs, so it's kind of like I'm stuck. So somehow I'll have to figure out, maybe I'll get a broomstick and stick it down in there. And I gotta feed the dogs, so you know, there's two things that you guys have old videos on too, not the fruit water, but the dogs. And you know, so stay tuned. You'll find out more stuff about me, the real otaku, or the real human being, whatever you want to say, because I like to include my life in a lot of the stuff that we talk about, because I feel like that makes it farther more understandable for you guys, because we're all human here, and the thing, we're not gods or crazy huge ass role models that everybody needs to follow, you know? So some of us are, some of us aren't, you know, just different things like that. So anyway, guys, thanks for listening to my spiel. Thanks for listening to the whole thing on being a good manga, well, not manga, but a good sub and fan supporter. And you know, likewise, put any comments you have down below. Let me know. I might do a second one of these based off of your comments. What else you think makes up a good fan, or a good sub, or even let me know about, as a content creator, stuff that you think a fan or a sub should be, or include. And I will catch you guys later. I'm Jen Graves. Thanks for watching this video. And y'all are all really great people. I just want y'all to know that. And everybody that watches this video, y'all are like super great. I just want to tell y'all that, because you took the time to watch this video and all that other stuff, taking 20-ish minutes out of your life and you know, I thank you for that. So thanks. Continue to watch me. Hopefully you'll let me know if you have a channel so I can sub to you and get to know you better. And stay tuned for the next video. Stay tuned for the next video. Bye.